not realizing that I really should have absorbed all that I could when I was single in my own space by myself, because now life is moving fast. And today I realized that I did not quite reintroduce myself to myself. And what we found is really nice. I'm gonna do a little bit of a tour when we get there. But yeah, so yeah, we just been apartment hunting, shopping, and because like we're not actually in that particular part, we don't live in that particular area, we've been doing a lot of online stuff and calling and all this stuff. You know, I've been the one kind of organizing that, and that's been stressful, you know, apartment hunting and, you know, working a full-time job. Whew. And the fact that I have other things that I want to get done as well. It's stressful, I'm not gonna lie. It's stressful. It pulled at the core of my being, and it showed me how to balance and stay in the race. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I wrote a little bit of a post, and I was just talking about endurance. And if you follow me on there, you know that I work out a lot and with Boo, and we go to the gym, and I'm always recording it and putting it on my stories. But I've never actually put it on my wall. So this time I put it on my wall. I put a few of my pictures and videos on the wall, just kind of like talking about, you know, my fitness kind of journey. It's been like a whole year now since I've been in the gym consistently, like, and I'm not used to being consistent at all about anything. Like, I'm used to giving up after a few years, but I've been consistent there, and I've been consistent here. If I could be honest, I've been consistent in a few things. But yeah, I was talking about endurance, and it's like I'm learning that thing physically and mentally and spiritually and emotionally, and it really is tugging at everything within me to grow. You know, in order for a tree, I think it's a tree, I've heard this, guys, don't quote me, but in order for a tree to grow, you have to beat it. You have to beat the base of it. That's how I've been feeling, kind of like internally, like beaten, you know, beaten at the core of who I am, who I think I am, who I'm supposed to be, just causing me, or forcing me rather, to grow up, to not crumble under the pressure. And yes, there are some things that come up that are disappointing, and things don't always work out, but you have to keep on pushing, you have to keep on going, you have to keep on trying, even when all your feelings just want to give up, you know? And that's kind of how I've been feeling. Like, just so many things have been going on, not only with me, but other people that I know. And it's a lot. It's a lot to balance and juggle, but I'm learning now more than ever before that you have to like readapt, because life can always change. Life changes all the time. You change, you know, God gives you different opportunities to grow, and you always have to be adaptable. Like, that's the best skill that you can have, is to be adaptable. For me, I wasn't always the most adaptable. I talked about my fear of change months ago, just before I got married. Jason and I got married in March. I was talking about my fear of change in that, and the fact that I now am a wife, and I'm no longer like, you know, just a single girl. Like, it was like a little bit of a mourning process with me, because I kind of tend to cling to the last season of my life, and that's not cool, because no one can grow if they're so comfortable. And I guess God was like, all right, now that you moved out and you kind of, you know, you kind of got used to this, now it's time to grow even more. Now it's time to become even more uncomfortable. So it's like you have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable, especially if you prayed for a whole lot. because you just never know when God will do it. So you always have to be prepared. But no one, just know that no one is going to be fully prepared for all the great things that, you know, God has in store. No one. You know, even the strongest person could be strong as a single, but when you become married, you'll realize, oh my gosh, like, I don't know all that there is to know. Like, there's so much that I need to learn. That's like me. Like, I've read books on marriage and relationships. That was my favorite, to read about those things. And I thought that I knew it all. I thought that I had it all together. Meanwhile, I wasn't in any relationship. I thought I had it all together until I got into a relationship leading towards marriage. And now I'm married, and now I have to reread those things just to kind of remind myself of what it is that they were talking about. So I'm constantly relearning. You have to be a learner. You have to be someone who's teachable in order to grow, you know. So there's so many things going on. You know, we're moving. I am also, I'll tell you guys first, I have not told anyone else on Instagram, or, you know, my family knows, well, my mom knows, and a few people close to me know, but I have not made it public. But it's kind of like unofficial. That it's not official yet, that's what I mean. Oh, hold on, that's probably Boo. Oh my gosh, you see, I love my husband, I do, but it's like, oh, I have limited time to myself, limited. Anyways, yeah, so I was talking about the thing that I wanted to talk about before we got, you know, a phone call or whatever. I am going to be relaunching an old kind of like thing that I had going on before. If you guys know me and you've been following me for a while, you know that I spoke just briefly about a freelance service that I was providing, and it was for web design and video and something else, I think. But I decided to close that down temporarily so that I can go to school, refine my craft, relearn some things, get some new equipment, and be able to launch shortly after all of that. So now that I've been in school for some time now, and I've just been like in the creative zone as far as school is concerned. That's another thing. I'm in school, so it's a lot. There are assignments due and all of that stuff. But I'm in the LA Film School, and I'm going for a bachelor's in basically cinematography. I'm learning that, and I'm also learning concepts of photography, and it's really captured my interest. Like, I've always been interested in photography, but I never really pursued it as hard as I have been feeling like I should. Like, I feel like I kind of underestimate my craft, my talent, the talent that God gave me. I underestimate it, and I look back at some old pictures that I took for people, and I realize, wait a minute, like, I have what it takes to succeed in this. And a cool comment that I received from my professor lately was, wow, you have a strong photographic skill. Like, you have strong photographic skills. That encouraged me so much, and I realized I underestimate myself a lot, and I also give up easy. Like I said earlier, I give up easy. So when I had this freelance service, I gave up because it wasn't making enough money for me, and I had bills, you know. Once I moved, I realized, look, I just need to kind of like stop all of this and focus on adulting. Now I am so encouraged to relaunch this business. So I'm going to be relaunching it with only a few like focus points. So I'm not going to be doing everything. I'm going to be focusing on film and video. So those are the two services that I will be providing again. And right now I've got a new film camera awesome camera. It's actually a cinema camera, and I'm working on getting a new camera for photography, which I'm super excited about because this camera is really, really good, and a lot of people talk about the benefits of it. I'm talking about the Sony, no, not the Sony, I'm sorry, the Nikon D850. Guys, I'm so excited. And the thing about my old photography camera is I ended up selling it. I ended up selling it because I needed to pay a bill, which is really crazy, right? Like, I needed to pay a bill, and the people that I was using this camera for were not paying me, you know. So I was in a place where I was looking around my apartment like, all right, listen, Desiree, you got bills. It's getting real. This adulting thing is getting real. If you don't pay this bill, your lights might go off. I'm just being honest. It happens to everybody, you know. Once in a while, somebody's lights is almost about to be turned off. So I'm not ashamed to say that. Yeah, so I ended up selling the camera, and with that, I feel like I kind of sold a piece of myself, because that camera really like showed me what I'm capable of doing. So I realized when I moved, like, I kind of like gave away a piece of myself just to be an adult and keep the bills being paid. You know, things happen, you know, but it's all turning around for good, because I am going to replace that camera with the most bomb camera in the market right now, on the market, in the whatever you call it. All right, I'm going to replace it with the best camera, and I'm going to extend my photography services. You know, shortly when I do officially launch, I will be providing like discounted services for people, you know, whether you want a couple's photo shoot, individual photo shoot, influencer photo shoot, a cool video for your business, whatever, you know, I will be available. Right now I'm in the process of building my portfolio with my mom's camera. But when I get that camera, I'll continue building my portfolio with my small projects that I will extend and so forth. So I'm excited about that. Relaunching my film and photography freelance service. I'm not sure if I'll go the LLC route just yet. I kind of have to learn more about that. But yeah, I'll be an entrepreneur as soon as I get the logistics of that going. Right now I'm in school. I'm still in the process of learning, which is great. It's not a waste of time, because I'm resetting the foundation by which I want to succeed. Last time I launched the business kind of on the things that I felt like innately I knew, but I didn't have formal education. Right now, for me, I feel like I need formal education so that I can grow and I can be more confident when I provide services for others. And even I'll even be confident in collaborating with other experts in my field. So I'm really, really excited about that. I'm still in school, still learning, but I have acquired some skills and information that I feel like has elevated my value. So before, I was kind of extending my services for very, very, very way lower than what I should, but now I feel confident that I can provide these services at the right cost, at the right price. But I'll kind of like gain up to that a little bit. But I feel good about that. I'm not even really folding, am I? So yeah, we're moving. I'm starting a film and photography business. I will let you know when I launch it. And I will be servicing, I will be starting with New York, the New York, New Jersey, Connecticut area. And who knows, I might, you know, when things pick up and, you know, my services are more well known, I want to start traveling to others and providing services in that way. So if you have an engagement, you know, that you you know, you may feel is coming, or you just got engaged and you want pictures. Or if you are having a wedding, or you know, you just want pictures, family pictures, whatever, I'm your girl. So yeah, those are the things that I've been thinking of, but mainly it's been the move and going out there, you know, on apartment tours, which is fun. It's fun seeing, you know, the possibilities of what we can get. But I was starting to get tired of going back and forth, going out there and stuff. But thankfully, God answered our prayers. And the last time we went out there was the last time we need to go on the apartment hunting venture. We decided to move from here because, and there goes the siren. I hope whatever's going on, that God covers it. Hold on, guys, that is the husband again. Yeah. All right, so let me just kind of turn that down so that it doesn't disrupt our talking. Yeah, so now that we have found a place that we want, I gotta start packing. We gotta start packing. I'm gonna try not to stress about that. Actually, I was supposed to, I'm supposed to, what I told myself I would do is go hit up stores and see if they're willing to give me their boxes. You know, some stores, they kind of throw away their boxes when they're finished unpacking whatever it is that they get, whatever deliveries. So I'm gonna see if I can get boxes, because I used to work at Target years ago and they used to have so many boxes that they would throw out. It was crazy. But yeah, I'm going to go see if I can get those boxes. Also, my mom has some containers that will help us as well. I'm happy because this new place has so much more space than this place. It's an upstairs downstairs setup. We also have a basement, and it's just a nice area. It's very nice, and I'm just really excited about it. So yeah, yep. So did I say everything that there was to say? Yeah, pretty much. Like, I say this all to say, like, Lord, when you pray for something, when you pray about something, you want something to happen in your life, make sure that you are doing the work it takes on your part to prepare yourself. Even though, like I said, you'll never be 100% prepared, make sure that you do the work, and even mentally preparing for whatever it is that you are praying for. So say you are praying for marriage, you got to do the work. You know, when it comes to relationships, there's always something to work on. So if you have a broken relationship with, you know, a parent that you're able to kind of, you know, mend, that will help you, because in marriage you're going to be constantly mending, and you know, it's not going to be all peaches and cream. You're going to get into arguments, and you're going to have to learn how to live and maneuver and grow from those moments, you know. If you're praying about a new career, you know, start developing whatever skills it takes in order to easily transition into whatever it is you want to do. Because the worst thing you can do is have the answered prayer in your face and you can't accept it because you did not prepare yourself. It's just like moving, you know. When you plan to move, you have to save. You have to save up, because, you know, you're going to be paying someone else's first, last, whatever. You know, when you prepare to move, you save your money, so that when you do find the perfect place, you can go right ahead and sign on the dotted line, rather than say, oh my gosh, like, I don't have enough money, so like the whole opportunity passes by you. You have to kind of do what you can in preparing for what it is that you ask God for. And just know that he can do things in an instant. Like, you pray for something now and you see, you know, you're down and out and you're wondering when it's going to happen. God can do it like tomorrow and then speed things up. Like, he will redeem the time. So I'm telling you, like, that is what I feel like he's done. And I'm trying not to complain, you know, it's not anything I should complain about, but it's just calling me to a whole new level of responsibility. As you can see, I'm folding all these clothes. You know, right now somebody just commented on our last chit chat when I was talking about marriage, which is cool. You have to be prepared. You have to prepare yourself in the best way that you can and leave the rest to God. But just know that a lot of the things that we pray for, we don't even know what it is all that we're asking him to do. We really don't know. Like, being a wife is work, okay? It's fun, it's great, you have a companion, you have a spouse, but it's work. It's not just you sitting on your couch watching Netflix and eating peanut butter and jelly at night, you know, for dinner. Especially if you have a Caribbean husband. Let me tell you something. Caribbean men love full meals, okay? So, like, and you'll be lucky if you found somebody like mine who actually cooks. So he relieves the work for you. Anyways, prepare for what you prayed for, because, girl, you don't even know. But I say this all to go right back to how I started this chit chat. I was listening to the podcast and she was saying, allow me to reintroduce myself. And that's what she said that's what we need to do every time a little change in our life happens. Like, say we just had a child. Reintroduce yourself to yourself as a new mother, you know, and learn what it takes to be the woman that is successful in that position. I'm constantly praying that God will help me to be the woman that is required in order to be successful in this season of my life, you know, because she also said, cool point made, that you can't step into a new season doing the same things that you used to do, doing the same things that you did in the last season. It's no longer going to work. It's going to require a whole new level, a whole new version of you that you need to now reintroduce yourself to and learn what it takes to be that person. And also, of course, you team up with God, with the Holy Spirit, in order to become this, because it's not something you could just do on your own. It takes some help outside of yourself. At times it takes God's holy, most holy, like, help just to be and handle everything that you have to handle and be all that you have to be, you know? It's not a sign of weakness to ask God for help. It's a sign of maturity and wisdom, because there are just some things that human beings, we are not capable of doing on our own. We need divine help outside of ourselves. I learned that years ago when I gave my life to God. Like, wait, I need help. You know, I gave my life to Christ, just to be specific here. Gave my life to Christ and realized I need help outside of myself to do this, to please God, to do everything that is required of me, and to live a life that is pleasing to him. So I'm just kind of going off on a tangent right now, but that's where I've been, guys. I've been busy. Right now I'm trying to stay busy, not stay busy, but get things done, because I have some videos I want to do, and I also need to go and get some boxes and start moving. Yesterday I decluttered some of my makeup and stuff in a container in my room, but I need to declutter a little bit more, because some of these things don't need to go into the new house. Just like what I was just saying, you know, you can't step into a new season, a new place with a lot of the old crap. You know, you got to kind of clean up internally, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, in order to be able to receive what it is that you're getting. yeah, guys, so that's pretty much it. I'm going to continue folding because I have a whole whole half bag left to fold. Boo and I, we thank God, oh my gosh, I'm so happy that we have a washer and a dryer. Guys, if you're not from New York, you don't realize, you don't know how essential it is when you have a washer and a dryer in your apartment. Let me tell you, you don't always get that in apartments out here in New York. So the fact that me and Boo have a washer and a dryer in our basement, which, come on now, what apartment has a we have a townhome, so it's not an apartment, but the fact that we have a washer and a dryer makes things so much better, easier. I'm grateful. There's so much going on, but I can just be grateful right now because God has really helped us, blessed us so much. I mean, even when it came down to getting the vehicle that we have now, which is a really nice vehicle, we needed a vehicle like so badly. We were walking, doing the groceries, everything on foot, and it just required so much energy just to do everything. And it took all day to just do something that would only take 30 minutes just driving. Thank God, you know, he blessed us with the vehicle. So now I can drive to the laundromat. It's no problem. But now I don't have to drive to the laundromat because in our new place we have a washer and a dryer there. I can do it at home in my pajamas. God is so good, yo. So I'm saying this not to brag, but to give glory to God, to take some time to reflect, process, because life is just so busy that you rarely get the time to just sit, be still, and just process what it is that your life is doing right now. And if you don't sit still and pray and have it and reflect and meditate, I'm telling you, you're gonna go crazy. You need time to reflect, even if it's like your lunch break, 30 minutes or an hour. Like, take time for yourself to process, because life can happen so fast and things can happen so quick that you rarely get the time to really even recognize everything because all things are going on at the same time, you know. So yeah, this is my moment of sitting and reflecting. I had my moment earlier when I was eating McDonald's in the car. Yes, I was eating McDonald's. Not the best, I know, but it was great just to be able to sit in the car while I waited on the clothes to get dried and just reflect after listening to that podcast. So if you don't follow this podcast, guys, y'all got to get on the podcasting stuff, because I'm telling you, podcasts are so essential. I sound like such a millennial, don't I? Podcasts are so amazing. It's like little radio shows, you know. So if you don't follow it already, go ahead and follow Woman Evolve by Sarah Jakes Roberts and the Blessed and Bossed Up podcast, because that's where I heard one guest talk about the Sarah Roberts podcast. So listen to those podcasts. You know, sometimes you just need the time to just reflect, you know. And you can listen to these podcasts while folding clothes or cleaning or whatever, you know. You don't have to, it doesn't require all your attention like a YouTube video does, where you have to see the visuals and, you know, put all your attention on the screen. You can just set your podcast and go ahead and do whatever it is that you need to do around the house while you're driving, whatever. But yeah, listen to those podcasts, guys. It will help your spirit. And I want to know, guys, if you've listened to this all the way through, first of all, thank you. You are the real MVP. I always have to wonder, wait, is it MPV or MVP? You're the real MVP. So hashtag crew down below if you have watched this video this far. And also, I want to know, what are some of the things that, like different changes that you may be going through in your life right now, and how is it, like, how do you adapt to change? So you can answer either or, you can answer both. How do you handle change? What do you do? What are some coping mechanisms, I guess you would say, some coping mechanisms that you adapt or adopt into your life to help you mentally balance all the things that are going on? Let me know. Alright, I hope whatever's going on, that the people are safe. But what are some coping mechanisms that you adopt into your life to keep all your peace and sanity together? Let me know. I want to know, because your girl needs some help. All the help I can get, all the tips, I would love to know. I hope you enjoyed this video this far and that you feel, you know, loved by me, because I'm so sorry I have not been super active as I want to be. I'm still trying to be. Actually, I'm going to be recording a vlog of the whole process of us moving. So yeah, stay tuned for that, because I'm going to be keeping you guys in the loop and so forth. And yeah, I'm going to remain consistent. I'm going to try my best to do Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. If I cannot do all those days, I will commit to Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, or Sunday, Tuesday, Friday. But you'll get at least 3 to 4 videos a week. Okay? And a big welcome to all of our new subbies. I have seen so much growth here on this channel, and I can only give you guys the big ups for that. So thank you so much for supporting, for loving my channel, and joining in and being inspired. I love you, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one. Okay, stay tuned for the vlogs, because you're going to be seeing move out vlogs, us adapting to the new place, maybe a little house tour, decorating. Oh, I'm so excited about decorating, and even me becoming a new entrepreneur. All that stuff going on. So stay tuned. I hope you're excited as I am, and I'll see you in the next one. Later. Bye.